Hey guys, I often get the question on how to structure long toss for my players. So whether it's position players or pitchers, how often should they be doing it? What does it look like each day? And how should they be doing it? What I like to start off with is for long tossing for players, think of it as a high intensity activity that probably shouldn't be done every day because you need a little bit time to recover. So what I usually say is for position players and pitchers alike, 2 to 3 times a week is probably in one of those sweet ranges where that's how often you should be doing it. That gives you enough time to build, and after long tossing, you're a little fatigued and tired, and it takes a couple of days to recover from that. So you start doing some of your restoration strategies and your recovery strategies. But then it also gives you enough time to build throughout the week too. So there's enough times that you're throwing that you can really build some velocity in your throw. So how does it look for in each day? I like to get to about 15 to 20 throws at your max distance. So when I say max distance, I mean max that you can physically do where your mechanics don't break down. So whether you're at 105 feet for maybe so if you're in middle school, or if your long toss starts to get to 150, 180, 200, maybe a little bit further for the high school and college kids, and even some pros that get out to 250, almost 300 feet, as long as your mechanics aren't breaking down, then I think that is a very good thing. Like I said, about 15 to 20 throws on your high volume days is a great thing to do 2 to 3 times a week. So within the daily session of long tossing, what does it look like? Do I just go out there and throw? No, you do your pre-throw routine that you normally do with some movement correctives, some band work, where you're getting the shoulder work, um, firing up and getting it warmed up. And then you do some Indian clubs and stuff like that, and then you start to do your throwing. And like I said, you should be warmed up prior to throw, so you're not really actually doing any warm up throws, but you're still kind of gradually gaining that distance. So every throw should be intentful, but you should start at around 45, 60 feet, and then just kind of gradually work back. Once you hit 90 feet, maybe throw about five there, go back to 105, go back to 120, hit a couple of there, and then when you start getting your long toss, that's when you start to count your working set. So like I said, 15, 20 at your max distance if you're trying to build your volume. So what do you do? How do you know mechanic wise if you're breaking down, or how should you even throw? Should you just run and gun it as hard as you can, or what should you do? What I like to say is I like to use a little bit of a crow hop. So taking your lead leg is going to be in front, and you just kind of bring your back leg there. Really, when you long toss, it's really getting your lower body connected with your upper body, so you're really trying to gain. So when I go, if I'm going to throw to this way, I want to get that crow hop, really get that leg behind my front leg. That way, it'll close the hips down, so I'm not opening up too soon and really putting a lot of stress on the arm. The other way that you can do this is get a little bit of a hop involved on your back leg, because that's going to really introduce a load into the back hips that gets you firing out to your target. Again, kind of be intentful with your throw. You should still be picking a spot on a guy's chest and kind of hit that when you're throwing. It should be on a line, so you're not throwing on a rainbow when you're doing this. You're really trying to extend your arm out, and then when you come back in, there on your long toss days, you can be doing a few pull downs as well. So a max is about 5 pull downs on what I typically say, and these should be directly on a line as low level as you can to hit the guy. Now, I would say on pull downs, what you're going to do is take a few steps going forward, and still then get that back leg behind your front leg as you crow hop. That, like, again, that'll still close down the hips, so you're not flying open while you're throwing your pull down. The other thing is when you're on a line, you're probably not going to hit your guy on the chest. You need to lower your target a little bit so that you're hitting it about their knee or a little bit lower. And even if you get a hop towards your guy, a long hop or a short hop towards your partner, that's okay, because we're trying to really gain arm speed on your pull downs. And like I said, pull down should be about five, five total throws on the end of your throwing session, on the end of your catch play, and you should kind of be decreasing distance every 10, 15 feet every time you throw, and really get your momentum going. Really get your lower body fast, so that your lower body is actually producing the force, and your arm is guiding the ball where it needs to be. Guys, if you have any questions on this topic or anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk with you about this. Thanks, guys.